Hi, everybody. This is Living Dread Girl at Locks, Knots, and Stitches, a Fiber Arts podcast. And this is episode number 19. I live here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas with my son, 3 dogs, 3 cats, 3 reptiles, and hamster. Let's see, what else do I say after this? It's been a minute. Oh yeah, please don't forget to support your local yarn shops and your local roller derby. Best way to contact me is locksnotstitches@gmail.com. I'm most active on Instagram as locks_knots_stitches. And of course, I'm on Ravelry as Sparkling Water 000, the most unactive of all social medias. Unfortunately, I'm terrible. I apologize for that. Very little is updated on there. Um, Again, the Instagram and the YouTube is the best. Instagram, obviously. So. Hi, I made it back. I had some internet troubles. I took care of it, and we're all set to go. So let's do this. Just 1 second. Hey, baby. Baby, lay down. You're going to go out in a minute. Just chill. I want to get this done before I do all the other things. My son is at work right now, and I have a moment, and the dogs need to chill. We're going to go outside in a minute. Just hold up. Okay. I'm sorry, it's not admin. Remember, it's Top Banana. Yeah, not a whole lot going on. I don't do a whole much to have a whole lot going on in that aspect. So, moving on. Let's see. What am I drinking right now? I'm drinking some of this. It's sorry, cat jumped and my little dog decided to bark at her. It's the chai tea. Was it Tazo? Yeah, it's really good. It's a good tea. I've not done much for charity yet, but that would be part of some other things I will talk about later, hopefully. Part of that is because I did clean down my whips, if you remember from the last podcast, so I'm not starting all these whips or all these projects. I need to get a pattern going. I need to be careful because I'll stress myself out. And it's not just about cast all the things. It's I work a full-time job. I have the animals, the mom. So I have to be careful. I have other things I like to do. So it's a little hard sometimes. So I just want to be careful with my time and, what I'm doing. Okay. Let's see here. Want to start with FOs? I got some. What should we start with? Well, let's start with the washcloth. Let me put my drink down. Okay, that's a spot. So it's a set. Don't know the yarn. I didn't keep the tag, but this is just a cotton scrubby, and it's just basic cotton yarn. It's nice variegated. Making sure I'm not interrupting the mic. Then here's the other set. It was a little hard, so I added some stitches accidentally. That's why it's a little wide like that, but it's just cotton scrubby. That's all it is. So it's just a dishcloth set. Next up, let me show you my, I got yarn. My birthday yarn, if you remember back, that I got. I think I showed that in the last podcast, right? Didn't I? I don't remember. Excuse me. I had to have. But I'll show you the yarn in a minute. So these are just some slipper socks. I love them to death. Basically, here they are. So I casted them on. I did 2 at a time. This is a double knit, so DK, I think. DK worsted. And I did oh shoot. Is it Judy? I don't know. I did them toe up, whatever that is. Is that a Turkish or shoot? I don't know. I don't know. You wrap the yarn around, then you nip. You increase. I don't even know. I didn't write down nothing. I just did it till it fit. I did Carlos. Ani and Carlos had like just a wrap and turn. No, it's not a wrap and turn. Just short roll. You know that when you come back, you do something, don't you? Just pay more attention. I think you make one, and then you knit them together. I don't know. Anyways, just a 2x2, right? Yeah, 2x2 ribbon. I did an I-cord bind off. I'm so sorry. I don't even know. These are just socks for me. No pattern, just a simple sock, right? So I'm using the yarn for another project. So let me just show you a little bit. There's quite a bit left, but there's the yarn again. And so I keep trying to put my tags in here. Where'd it go? I hope I still have it. Okay. Yeah, it's a DK. This is Ocean Breeze and Comfort Cotton Blend. It's pretty cool. All right. My dog's getting ready to bark. Okay, so those are that. Next thing, we'll do this one. It's a hat. I don't feel like putting it on right now. But it's just a simple crochet hat. I'll get up close. I just bought some cotton yarn and excuse me. This is extended single crochet and just had fun making a hat. That was pretty much it. No pattern, just made it. That's pretty much it. And these are the yarns. Clutch, come lay down. Baby, lay down. We're gonna go out and play in a minute. So this first one, they're all the same. This is turquoise. And they're just a crafter's cotton. And you know, you can see which one is the turquoise. It's 100% cotton. And this one, what is this? Extra sprinkles, so that's the white speckled. I really like that one. Shut up, Machete. Machete, come here. Clutch, lay down. I didn't ask you to come here. You're not barking. And then the green one is Vintage Green Stonewash. Dog's outside are barking. My little one gets going. Now the dogs are bugging me now. They was cool until I started podcasting. Here she is. I'm going to put her up here for a minute. Alright, so the next oh, shoot. So this one I did this part in a 4mm crochet hook, and then I did this in a 6mm crochet hook to get that, you know, tighter brim. Alright. So then this hat was more of like a dread hat, and I think I'm gonna do another one like this, but I figured out what I wanted to do, and I'm not gonna give it away now. And I figured out my decreases and how I wanted it to decrease and increase and whatnot. And I'm gonna do a different one of these. So this is a half double crochet rib, which I don't mind. I think I'm gonna do a single crochet double rib, but it's pretty cool. Does the job. And this one was in some stash yarn. Took me about a day to make it. I don't know what hooks I used. It's probably the same 4 and a 6. So the gold was a peaches and cream. And then this one got messed up. I gotta throw this tag away, but I found it and saved it for you. This is lily cream, and then the middle part is the daisy ombre. I don't know if this was a full skein of it. Oh, maybe it was. I don't know. But I gotta throw this away. That's gotta go. Leave it, clutch. That was gross. Something got spilled on it. It smells good. Ooh, I am so sorry. I'm just like all sorts of tired. Okay, and then let me show you the Big F-O. I gotta wash it, so I'm not gonna put it on. It's quite dirty. I've worn it several times. Finished it about 2 weeks ago. This is my sweater. I did it on a 6mm crochet hook. Maybe 5 for right here. And that's the arm. It's a seam together sweater, as you can see. So I did front and back panel, and then I think from here to right here, I did panels that went with this seam, and then I picked up the sleeve along that panel and hooking it into the seam down here. The 2 front and back panels I seamed together, and then I put this piece on. So I did a couple rows, decreased a little bit right here at the neck, and then put my half double crochet rib right here. And then the bottom, I'm going to show you the back first of the bottom. So the bottom, again, I just picked up stitches and just went around about 9 rows maybe. And then I just did a half double crochet rib. And then after a week of wearing it, I decided I needed a pocket, so I put a pocket in. And that's that. I love it. It fits, it's very form-fitted, which is cool. I did write down notes so I could, I'm just going to throw this real fast. Sorry. It's got to go in the wash, so my wash is over there. Yeah, wash clothes today. Yeah. But, yeah, I didn't try to, like, do anything fancy because it is a self-striping yarn. I just wanted the basic pattern. And I wanted to use up that yarn. I got a little bit left. But there were like 5 or 6 skeins of that shit. Oops. 5 or 6 skeins of that yarn, and I used most of it. There's like almost a full skein left. That's okay. It was one I used for my blanket, if you saw last podcast. And these are Sweet Rose by Premier Yarns. And they give you 140 grams, so you get 245 yards. 5 ounces and 224 meters. And the colorway was Blueberry Swirl. It's not a bad yarn to work with. Not my favorite. I think when it comes to acrylic, the loops and thread is hands down. No, not loops and thread. Loops and thread wool-like, hands down. Doesn't even feel like a synthetic yarn. Let's just say synthetic for a minute. It doesn't even feel like a synthetic yarn. It feels like a luxurious blend. And it works up nicely. But anyways. So that's it. I'm very excited. I got a sweater done. And I plan on making more using that pattern I wrote. So hopefully I can get the pattern now, get it tested, tech edited, and all that when I get a chance. But I want to make more and make the hat too and get that pattern. This one hat I have in my head based on this hat. Okay, I thought something hit me. I thought this was wet. It must have been a pen. So the next one is this, and this is a fingerless mitt, and this is a prototype. That's why there's only one. And I did it in the... Ooh, I am so sorry. I really needed a nap. I did this... Shoot. Joy DK, that's what it was. And the idea here, maybe to start an Etsy shop and put a few things in there. So I did some research on sizing of gloves, and I would basically do, so that's what's like on. I would basically do, large, extra large, small, medium, maybe something like that. But I did a simple pattern, so it was easy. I wrote the pattern, and I'd have to look at my pattern notes, but I believe this is done in a 5mm crochet hook. Not sure if I dropped. Oh yeah, a 5mm crochet hook, and then 4 for the ribbon. That's right. I think I might drop down even more for the ribbon, so we'll see about that. But that's my prototype. So those are my FOs. Let's do whips. I was just staring off into space. So I wanted to use the yarn I got for my birthday and Christmas. That was at Cotton Bud. I found a free pattern. It's called the Linen and Lace Shawl. I'm not sure how well you can see it here. It's not bad. And I didn't get very far because I started something else, but it starts off long. I messed up, so I do have to think back, but it starts off long. And I love it. It's a cable cast on. So that's it right there. It's going to be on break for a minute because I'm working on one, working on one whip right now. But here you go. So this was the other one. Remember, there was this from my socks. So, and this other one is, this is driftwood, and look how pretty it is. You get a lot in these things. I mean, it is. You get 392 yards. It's 200 grams. 7 ounces. It's a cotton polyester mix. Wow. So yeah. But so this is sitting kind of on the back burner until I have time to fix it. So I'm keeping, so I have a total of 3 whips. So you saw one. I'm keeping the first 2 in my bag. So I have them in plastic bags to separate them out. And then my second whip is my son's sweater, and it's just in this Essence bag my mom got me. Essence the magazine. So you should put on their Black Girls Knit. We knit too. And crochet. Oh, in this pattern, I'm actually doing it on a 7mm needle. Yeah, 7mm needles. I think it calls for much smaller, but knowing me, the tightest knitter ever, I had to drop down. God, I forgot how heavy this thing was. So, I don't know. Okay, so there's 2 sleeves. I'm going to show you the sleeves like this. I have them together so I can work on the body. But yeah, the sleeves are done. And I'm just slowly working on the body. So, but the sleeves are done. It's just single crochet in black yarn. I know how everyone doesn't like working with black yarn. I'm just using a 6mm Clover Moore crochet hook. So, this is no pattern. It's your basic top-down raglan. And that is it, my friends. If you watch, I don't know. You can watch some YouTube videos on how to size yourself up. You just do a gauge swatch and go from there. And that's basically all it is. It's based on gauge and measurements. And you just do some math and you figure everything out from there. So that's all that this is. And since I had made him another sweater and I've done several gauge swatches, I knew essentially what to do. So it's all fairly simple. And that is just Karen's Simply Soft yarn. I don't like it, but he liked it, so it's for him, not me. I just knocked over my mic. But I think once it's washed and blocked really well, I'm gonna soak it in something, some type of cheap conditioner though, and then wash it really well and block it. I'm gonna soak it in something to really, I don't know. He says I don't know. I just don't like the feel of it, so it is what it is. Okay. And the last, so that's 1, 2, 3. This is the 3rd whip. Remember, only 3 whips right now. So guess what, people? Spoiler alert. I'm not putting nothing fancy on the screen. I'm telling you now. Spoiler. Look away if you don't want to see. It's a spoiler. I'm doing the Cozy Up Knits make along. And Clue 2 just came out last night and I wasn't even done with Clue 1. I just finished it this morning and I'm just now working on Clue 2. But first, so these are the colors. This is sage, black, and beige. And I didn't do them in this order, but I did this you see the gauge. I did the gauge on a 4mm crochet hook and I thought it was too tight and it wasn't. I always have a problem with doing their patterns. I always use I'm talking really fast, I'm sorry. I always use super thin yarn compared to the plumper yarns that they tend to use. And that's Cozy Up Knits, by the way. So basically, I wanted to do this cal, but I didn't want to because I didn't want to buy yarn because I'm trying to save up for different things right now, and so try not to buy much. And I even went to the yarn shop to see if there's anything cheap. I was like, I have some plump yarn, but it's not going to be enough yardage. I was like, oh shoot, this is not going to work. I really want to do it. And I was like, you know what? Even though I can still do this in a different gauge. I was like, but how are my edges going to come out? They're all wonky here. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. I don't know what I was doing. All these edges, it's terrible. Well, this is why we do gauge swatch. So when all this terribleness happens, you throw it away, right? And then you get, if I can show this without dropping it, clutch baby, lay down. We're going to go outside in a minute. Okay. So here it is. I'm starting the very beginning of Clue 2, so I'm picking up stitches right now. So it looks a little funky. But they have you weaving all your ends from Clue 1, so I better show it on the right side. So all my ends are weaved in. So what you see here is just the starting end, and then my yarn hanging down. I'm sorry, I got this. There you go. So it's a chevron look. So right now it's pretty big, you know, but so right now I'm picking up stitches. Hopefully I'm doing it right for clue 2. So it says it's a lot of knitting. The first clue was like 47 stitches. Now it's like in the almost 200 stitches. It's like, oh, I'm never gonna finish in time. They said it's doable. I'm like, okay. I don't know. I don't know. I got a lot going on. That's why I'm like only working on this. So we'll see. Alright. Then I'll just put that back in my bag. Alright. Now, some stuff I might do in the future. So I finished some swatches. And this is, I don't remember what yarn this is, but it's a cotton yarn, cotton blend. I like it because it's like when people do like those mohair and fingering weight sweaters and they look all cute and fuzzy. That's kind of what this reminds me of. And I want to make a little sweater out of this. And I think the gauge is pretty good on this. It's nice and loose and it'll be nice and airy. And I use a 5mm knitting needle. The next gauge swatch I did was a colorwork swatch. And I did it flat because the pattern is done flat. So I did the ribbing. So I did the ribbing in a 5mm. I wanted to see what it looked like. And I did the pattern in a 7mm needle. And this is just worsted weight yarn. Non-superwash. The black is... Let me get these are just pattern square. I'm not sure I'm stick with, I want to do the black for sure. Oh, it says it's what? No, it's not. Wrong tag. Oh, shoot. I think I dropped my tag. I know it's like, oh, it's right in front of me. Black tweed. So you're just 100 gram, oh, worsted weight. That came all off, but it's just black tweed. Right? Yeah, black tweed, and this one's just jade heather. Same thing. So, yeah. So let's look at my floats. The very beginning is a rough mess, as you can see. But then it got better once I got towards the top. It looks great. I'm very proud. So, there's just a little issue with the side, and I can't explain it right now. But it's just how I'm dropping and picking up the yarn. And I gotta just work on that in the flat. But someone told me, I think this is correct, and I didn't realize this. You put your dominant yarn in this hand and the second yarn in this hand. So essentially I would put the green in this hand and the black in this hand. I was doing it opposite, so basically knit continental and I throw. So that's how I was doing it. It worked it for me. I can do both. But yeah, so it's the I forget what its pattern is. Mongolia pattern. I have it here somewhere in the mist. I showed you last podcast what I want to do. So that was the swatch that I did. Okay. That's being cheesy. You know why. That's all the swatches. I love doing gauge swatches because it lets me know if I really want to do the project or not. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a lot more work. It's gonna be a lot of math. I want to do it. It gives me a heads up. All right. Let's see. Stash enhancement. I have a little because I went to a local yarn shop So this is part of the stash enhancement, this bag. I didn't spend any of my birthday or Christmas money yet to buy yarn. So, it's in Skein Yarns. It's like We've Got Balls. So of course I bought the bag. And I need to get that from them. Okay. So the first thing I got was this. I moving my leg. It's called it's Queensland's Collection United Foursome. It's a soft washable blend of lamb's wool and cotton. I was excited. I was like, I want a cotton blend that's not acrylic. And this is it. It's a number 2 fine. I'm like, this looks more like a light fingering. But anyways, you get 7.5 ounces, 200 grams, 1,531 yards, 1,400 meters. At 200 grams, this is not a number 2 fine. Oh, maybe, no. This would be a number 1. Like, this is a light fingering, but whatever. And this is Fraser Island, but look how beautiful that is. I had to have this. This is my Christmas gift to myself. And then the next one is Irish Girl Crafts hand-dyed yarn, artisan dyed by Amber Pranovos. Yeah, good conversation. Okay, and this is your typical oh my god, excuse me. This is your typical sock yarn, except it has stellina in it. So it is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina. It's her Dublin base. You get 438 yards, 100 grams. It's fingering. Now this is not as plump. Like, it's not real plump. That's why it's 438. And then it's her colorway, Koi. Oh yeah, you can see the sparkles. So this is my present to myself. I'm like, what is this? Huh. I don't know what this is. Some type of valve. I don't know what this is. It's a valve. That was in my yarn. I don't